Good evening and welcome to our production of The Snow. We are so excited to share this story with you.
Living in West Michigan, you might be able to identify the village being completely covered in snow, but we want you to imagine that there's so much snow, the villagers can't skate. This is a story about how an unlikely hero goes on an adventure to save his village from the snow.
A few things before we start the performance. Please take time to silence your cell phones right now, and please refrain from flash photography during the performance, as this can be extremely distracting to our performers. There is a brief instance of flashing lights during the performance for our photosensitive viewers, so there are exits to the right, left, and behind of you in case you need to leave at any point during the performance. There will be a short intermission partway through the show, during which you may buy concessions in the lobby.
Let's open with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to perform this show. Thank you for all of the people here to watch, and for all the people that have put so much effort into making this production happen. We pray that you be with the actors today, help to calm their nerves and help them to remember their lines, so that they can perform to the best of their abilities. We pray that everything that happens on the stage tonight glorifies you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Enjoy the show.
One winter, the snow was unlike any before, and when the people of Kishko woke, they found it piled up right to the edge of the village.
It was as tall as a tree, too high for Kishka's 200 people to climb over.
It was as wide as a lake, too deep for Kishka's 200 people to dig through, and it covered all fields of crops and trees of fruit that would normally fill their bellies. For the first days, the people lit fires.
Piled wood high, son.
And toasted bread.
Make mine a nice dark brown, but not too dark. A middling dark. Tan. Make mine a nice tan, but more on the mahogany side.
And played backgammon.
6 and 5, the lovers sleep, and told jokes.
Because he was a lizard. A lizard, I said.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Play the piano?
No.
No.
And sang songs.
And they buried his body unburied him, and his wife wore socks in the morning.
And knitted scarves.
Oh, I get it because he was a lizard. Playing skills.
Exactly.
It's really funny.
You're an idiot, Bridget.
The winter, it would pass to greet the villages of Kishko. The snow, it would melt. And when it did, everyone would have
A good story to tell.
Exactly. But the snow, it did not sprout, and the scarves grew too long to be worn.
the songs grew too boring to sing.
And his wife wore his socks, and his niece wore his shoes.
His nephew wore his cardigan, and his cousin's wife preserved his trout on his trousers.
Can we stop?
And the toasts and fires ran out. Then the people were cold.
And hungry, and there's nothing so annoying as cold, hungry people.
They go on at the chilling of their outsides and the filling of their insides, till they mentioned nothing besides, and so they agreed
Something needed to be done.
To this there was much nodding of heads and patting of backs, and everyone decided, yes, the doing of something was important.
So a doing something council was convened.
Excuse me.
So a doing something bridge committee was formed, and this was overseen by an elected board of sub-something officials.
Sorry, if I could just...
Who answered to a pre-shadowed consensus of the leaders,
Through themselves, a subsidiary of the larger district co-facilitating body of consulting assessors.
Honestly, if one of you guys would just...
who answered back to the original doing something council, who realized no one actually knew what to do.
I do.
Said Theodore's son, which is odd because,
He had been elected under none of the centralized convening bodies.
and this was because he was a child, and if anyone had thought to ask a child, which
no one did because they're a child.
They would have realized children are actually quite good at solutions.
If there's a tree, we build a house in it. If there's a river, we build a bridge. If there's a big wall of snow surrounding our town, we build a solution.
And Theodore Sutton was good at these, as he just happened to share a birthday with the very first person of the village, Mama Hishka.
The tallest and bravest and most cunning of all people.
Theodore had not inherited her height,
I'm tiny.
and he had not inherited her heart.
I'm joking.
But he had inherited her mind, and so could understand.
The maths of the moon, the minds of the horses, and the secrets of the sea.
And the people asked,
So what big important snow system have you got for us, tiny child?
Was that all big and important?
Yes, I get the sarcasm.
But rather tiny.
Thanks.
And also childish.
and he didn't answer straight away, which is how you know clever people. He didn't even answer with an answer. He answered with a maybe.
If you help me build a catapult, then I can be flung over the snow. And if you pack a bag with the things on this list, I should be prepared for most occurrences. And if you lend me some people who are very tall and very brave, which I am not, then maybe we'll return with a solution.
At the mention of tallness and braveness, there was much commotion as various large and imposing types strode to the front of the crowd.
I'm Rahab of the Graybeard.
That is an excellent name.
Thank you. Behind my facial hair hangs an array of daggers.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Twice I've escaped from a high castle prison, using only my dense and perfectly groomed mustache as a ladder.
Did that hurt?
A bit, but when fastened into a rope, I can lasso a speeding horse using only a single sideburn.
Wow, that's very abstract.
Thank you. I offer you the services of my wonderful mansion and its gray manlocks of man-made manliness.
Great. So, is it just Rahab and me?
I am Rollard, first son of Simon, who slew the great bear.
He sounds good. Your dad, Simon, with the bear slaying? Can he come too?
What? No, he's retired.
Oh,
Yeah, he's 76 now. He just wears slippers and eats soup.
so no more bear slaying for him.
No, cross swords mostly, but I'm available.
Yes, that's great. Are you strong?
Oh, very. I wield the golden sword of the Three River Clan.
Whoa, that sounds heavy.
It is. It was I who broke the rock of iron in twain.
What's in twain?
In two. I broke it in two.
Oh, impressive.
I know. My blade shall protect you and all who travel with.
Well, this is all going really well, I think. So who's
I
next?
am Margot, the most lethal assassin with the bow. My arrow can find the heart of an ant from across the field. With one firing
Is
of my...
that true?
What?
The ant heart thing. You can really do that?
Yes. Well, I mean, I hit the ant from across the field. The whole thing, really, not just its heart. You see, my arrowhead is as big as its whole body, so you can't really tell precisely what bit I got.
I was going to say,
So yeah, I hit the ant.
well, even that's very impressive.
Thanks. I can hear you laughing, Rahab.
I'm not.
Don't think your big ugly beard is covering that up.
I am Connor the Calm. My Zen-like presence pacifies the hearts of men.
And women.
The hearts of men and women, as the cool breeze calms the leaves of a proud old oak.
It's true.
I feel calm.
I shall walk at your shoulder as you journey, tiny child.
Just child is honestly fine.
And with a mere gesture of my hand, I would cause the tall grasses to bow, the seas to stop their waving.
Bit full of himself.
I like him.
So, if you can tame the grasses and the seas,
Easily.
what about snow? That's kind of our issue right now.
What? Did I mention snow?
Oh, okay.
How could you snow? I would have said snow. Are you serious?
All right, well, thank you, Connor.
My full title is Connor the Bomb.
So, I think with Rahev of the Greybeard and Rolark, son of Simon, and Margaret the Assassin and Connor the what was it again?
The Calm!
Oh, that's right. And me, I think we're all. Oh, great.
We are Ren and Ren of the Ravenhearts.
My call can bring the animals to your feet. My dance can conjure the rains.
Why would I need the reins?
In case you find yourself
On fire!
Oh, yes, good point.
or in need of a quick journey along a riverbed.
I guess that makes sense.
Or if an army's chasing you through a stream and you need a stream to rise up and knock them over.
Can that really happen? I don't plan on getting chased by any army.
Or if a fire dragon ambushes us and we're all about to die
I
and
thought
then...
you said fire dragon.
Or a death attack fang monster which eats human flesh.
Sorry, just attack please, one more. The Graveyard, Mister, the Calm, Ravenheart sisters. Can we please just have less of the horribleness and... Oh, great. Are you another one who's very good at something? Or has interesting hair skills? Or is a twin? Or who claims to be calm but is actually quite shouty? Hey!
That's just Oliver.
Just Oliver, right. So like Oliver the Just. A warrior with a great sense of justice and...
No, just Oliver. As in, only Oliver. He doesn't speak.
Oh, he's Oliver the Silent.
No. Well, I mean, yes, he's silent, but not the silent. Not important enough to have a fancy the name. Just turned up in our village a bunch of years ago, so we let him hang around. Hey, Oaf, stop taking up valuable heroic space and get at anywhere not near me spot.
Hey, Oliver, way out there, outside the city.
They're not very nice. What's that you're holding, Oliver? Whoa. This is... You packed the stuff for my list. A length of rope, a tape measure, some thumbtacks. That's wonderful. Thank you, Oliver.
Yeah, now the Oaf's coming to us too to carry boring stuff like food.
Food's pretty important, actually.
Yeah, that's all he's good for. Carry it. Here, Oaf.
Hey, please, don't speak to him like that. Just happy to go adventuring. Well, me too, Oliver. Me too.
And it wasn't long until there stood 6 proud men and women, the tallest and bravest, most strongest heroes of the village all,
And a small, clever boy called Theodore.
and a mute giant to carry the bags. And proudly they climbed into the catapult the boy had invented, and switched together in a way Theodore's son said,
Good people of the village. Seasons come and seasons go, but this snowy one has forgotten to leave. So, since now we can only see the front of the problem, we 8 shall seek the back of it. We shall sail high through the air, land at a safe distance, and return home. And at some point on that journey, we will find a solution to the snow. Maybe. Now, cleave the cord which would hold this arm in place, and dispatch us forthwith.
Huh?
Can you just cut the rope?
Oh, right.
Now, please.
Oh, is he okay? I mean, I have any day.
Just anywhere you want. It doesn't make a big difference.
done, Tiny Human. This catapult is doing the job nicely.
Thanks, Rolark, son of Simon.
Rolark's fine. You alright back there, Conley-com?
Ah! What's happening? We're so ridiculously high up that!
Keep it down, lad. Look at that. The snow surrounding our village. It even bothers to surround our awful neighbors in Gretaville. With their fancy-sounding name.
In their villages next door to our village, but without actually being the same village. Their funny customs. Their silly accents. There's something else about them which is also stupid. Yeah, like their outfits.
And their robes.
Their hair. Yeah, the rope. That stuff. And the arrows being fired at us right now.
Look out!
Whoa, they sounded angry.
Probably because they realize how stupid their village is.
And because they're mad at us for having a lot less stupid village.
And for having better accents.
And because they're dumb.
That's excellent.
Or because they're also surrounded by snow and can't
Whoa,
get out
wait.
either.
Guys, look at that. What is it?
I'm not sure.
It was a darkness.
And we know a darkness isn't really a thing to describe.
No.
Rather, it's the absence of a thing.
Yeah.
Only this darkness
Looks so deep that it seems.
describable.
What? That it seemed.
Solid.
How can a
Maybe not solid enough to stop you stumbling into it.
See, that's all.
But solid enough to not let you out again if you did.
See, that's just ridiculous.
Exactly!
Nothing. Well, something, but not for now. Later, something.
We've also been meaning to ask you, young Theodore.
Yes, Ren and Ren of the Ravenhearts.
This current flying bit is going really well. You've done a great job making that happen.
Thanks.
Not at all. But you never mentioned the landing bit. We just wondered.
What are your thoughts around that? And here our hero realizes a really good plan has both a beginning, a middle, and an end. And this plan,
Called launching far over the snow in a catapult.
is wonderful for its beginningness, fine for its middleness, but a little, thin on the endingness.
This plan, he realizes, it doesn't actually have an ending.
Uh-oh. That means that... Hold on, everybody!
Ah! Stay calm, everybody! Stay calm, I say!
On that day, far off in the loneliest part, most distant forest, the 6 bravest, proudest men and women of the village
Hit a snowy riverbank and seized the either brave or proud.
They just became flat in a sort of one person squished together in a pancake of arms, legs, belly buttons, and beards, and bottoms. What? They did.
And on top of them all, because of force, mass, acceleration, and all that other stuff, landed Theodore Sutton.
His fall cushioned and life saved by the ones who'd sworn to protect him.
So really, their work was done. Come on, guys.
What? It was.
And one poor boy who would have to carry on alone, he rose, urgently.
Thank you, Connor the Calm, and Rolark, son of Simon, and Raheb of the Greybeard, and Margot the Assassin, and the Ravenheart sisters. Although I did not like Connor the Calm that much, alive and upright. But I guess I'm truly sorry for him, dead and flat. So now I guess it's just me. Whoa. What's that sound? Stay away, fiend. I know karate. Ish. I know some karate-ish moves. Which I saw in a book, so I guess I really haven't moved them, more read them.
but I will read some full-on karate-ish moves at you if you don't. The bags I carried ended up carrying me. I landed on them and survived. Well, that's wonderful, Oliver. That means that there's 2 of us left to save the day. A whole 2 people. Which I guess is twice as many as a second ago. But only a quarter as many as a minute before that. Oh. Well, anyways, judging from velocity of catapult swing, and arc of ascension, and speed of fall and depth of squished people, I'd say we're 58 miles from Kishka, yes? If only we could see it. Hey, what are you... Oh!
Together they climbed high as birds, as the nests of those birds, as the eggs in those nests, as the birds in those eggs. The tree was stood up here and swayed in the breeze, and it wasn't a scary thing, really. So they just stayed and swayed like this for a while, and in their minds, the simple-faced giant and the dimple-faced child.
They mapped the same journey and looked at all the worries on the way. First, there was a giant forest. From its boughs, I heard many shrieks and growls, many terrible, terrible animals.
Beyond the forest was a canyon, a mile wide, and containing the worst number of bridges, none!
Dun, dun, dun. Beyond the canyon was a clearing, and in the clearing was a house. Whether the person inside the house was nice or nasty, friend or foe, they did not know. But meet that house they might, if all went right. Past the clearing was the darkness, and it didn't look inviting, but it didn't look uninviting. It looked indescribable.
But hang on, we just described it a bit ago.
Exactly. And how does one deal with a thing they can't describe?
Yeah, just ignore us.
Real nice.
Guys,
What?
we're kind of stuck mid-narrative in a tree here. Whoa, a wobbly tree.
Past the darkness were the lights of 2 villages. Kisko's fires burning strong and beautiful, and Gretel's burning wobbly and untrustworthy.
Come on, Oliver. If we walk in that direction, we'll be out of the woods in no time. And remember, let's not lose hope. This is hopeless. Darn you, labyrinthine force that thwarts our venturing at every turn. How long have we walked? 10 hours? Wow, no wonder. Oh, 10 minutes? Well, it must be the time difference making it feel longer. There's no time difference. Okay, so I guess just me being unfit. Well, if we stop for a small-ish fig-eating break, I'm sure that would get my energy.
You are doomed to spend the rest of your days lost in these woods. Pray, wring your hands to the heavens if you wish, defeated travelers. But no, you shall perish where you stand. This fruit is not yours for the munching.
Was that you? Right. So, I guess that means it was a talking tree? Hello, Mr. or indeed Mrs. Miss Tree. I'm not sure if trees possess genders as such, but nice to meet you, and...
Ha! Do you seriously think this is a talking tree?
No, because that would be wrong.
That would be crazy. I mean, a talking tree, honestly.
Says the talking bird, who's standing right there in front of us, just being a bird that talks.
Your points being?
It's not really a thing where we're from. Listen, me and my friend, we're a bit hungry and a lot thirsty. I noticed that fig, and we're happy to split it, so...
No.
No. What?
No, we're not letting you eat from this tree or any other.
But do.
We are the mean birds of the dark wood, human. For years we moved in great flocks, filling our feathery bellies. We share with none.
Well, some water at least. Do you know of a lake?
Oh, yes, we do. At the edge of this forest is a lovely lake we fly to every evening.
Well, that sounds perfect.
No.
Sorry?
No, we're not telling you where it is.
Why not?
'Cause we're mean. Honestly, what are birds like where you're from?
I don't know. Bird chats are a new thing for me. Listen, me and my friend will die of thirst without your help.
Read my beak, stranger. We don't care.
You're awful.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but...
Good point.
You got issues, stranger. The main one being a slow, forest-based period of starvation. Goodbye, large and tiny human.
I am a child who is child-sized, which is perfectly okay. Now come back. Oh, that's gross. Now, is that just the rudest talking bird you've met? Yeah, you're right. Wow, that fire starting was impressive. So, how'd you end up in Kishka anyways, Oliver? I mean, they say you came from somewhere. The place I'm from has a story that says one day a boy will be born who's bigger than all and stronger than all and will become the greatest fighter of all. And when I was born, I was bigger and stronger, and my life was mapped out for me. Only no one asked how I felt about the fighting bit. And if they had, they wouldn't have been happy. Because although my fists are big enough to fight many, my heart is big enough to fight none. And so the night of my 18th birthday, the village said, get a good sleep, knowing tomorrow I'd be great. But instead, I got a great sleep, knowing tomorrow I'd be good. As dawn neared, I crept from my window and ran, until I found a village, Kishka, and became the man I am there. I'd rather be a bag carrier who's peaceful than a great warrior who'd hurt another. That's nice. I mean, I guess unhelpful for the mission at hand, but nice.
As the flames of the fire turned to ashes,
As the smoke to the darkness did wend.
his brain had the cleverest of flashes, and found an exit to a forest without end, and eventually...
I've got it. Knew it'd come to me eventually. This is what'll save us from starving. What? No, I don't mean eat it. I mean, are you serious? I mean, the birds eat the figs, yes? And at night they fly off to the lake, yes? So you see? Listen, the birds eat the figs.
They fly and do that. The do that they do holds fig seeds. The fig seeds land, the land absorbs them, the seasons pass, a new fig tree grows. So you see, we follow the fig trees. And if my guess is correct, there's a trail of them leading from here all the way to the edge of the lake. So all we need to do is simply do what their doo-doo does. That way it is then, my intimidatingly large, largely an intimidating friend.
Flock, something's wrong. The two big human and the two small human
I'm a kid.
are proving to be two clever humans. Forrest, those two wish to run from you. Drag them back here alive or dead. Or both. Flock, prepare to die.
Come on over.
Just get them. Get them. Come on, what are all the ideas?
Brilliant. We're at the edge of the woods and the top of a canyon. Whoa. Thanks for saving me, Oliver.
The nicest surviving is they'd have no time to enjoy it.
Nice as a lake is they'd have no time to drink.
Behind the pair, a forest crept, a flock dived, and the two sat there, helpless.
On the edge of a canyon, unable to ever get across, and sure to die.
Excuse me, you could give us a bit of hope or something.
There was absolutely no hope.
Lovely, thanks. That's really
Hello.
Hello. Said a faraway figure, shouting loudly, but also quietly because he was so far away.
I'm on the other side of the canyon to you.
You.
Yes. We can see that.
What?
What?
I said we can see that.
That.
Yes.
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 Which is a pity.
Pity.
Because I want to be in your place.
Place.
A double pity. We want to be in yours.
Yours.
Our village. Sorry, hang on a sec. Guys.
Huh?
This echo.
It's 'cause you're shouting across a canyon.
Yeah, I get it.
An echoey canyon?
Yes, I get the principle. Only,
What?
well, we've got a bit to get through.
Oh, you want to turn it off?
Exactly.
I guess. No problemo.
Thanks. Our village is.
Hang on. The canyon is large and echoey.
Our village is on that side.
Oh, my forest is on that side.
Right. We hate that forest, to be honest. It nearly killed us.
Yeah, it does that sometimes. Did you meet the mean birds?
I hate them.
And the creepers that creep?
It's awful.
And the bark that barks?
I hate it.
And the leaves that won't leave?
They're chasing us as we shout. No offense, but it is a ridiculously dangerous forest.
True. And all my fault. I love plants, you see. And I planted many long ago. Too many. Soon they fought for space. Then they fought for fun. I told them to stop, and then they chased me. Over the bridge.
The bridge? That sounds excellent.
Oh yeah, it's really great.
And strong enough to hold the both of us?
Easily.
Great. So, where
is it exactly?
Oh, down there.
Sorry?
When the forest chased me, I undid the ends of the rope just to be safe, so it's lying at the bottom. Really strong, though.
That's kind of irrelevant, isn't it?
You think?
Given it's all the way down there-ness.
Oh, lovely thick planks to walk on. I carved them myself.
Again, not really helpful, seen as it's...
Down there, yes. I see the issue now. If only I had a rope.
We do. I brought one especially.
That's perfect. Throw it across to me.
Oliver, if you would do the honors. Yes, just throw the rope across the canyon, please.
Wow, great throw. I have an end of it.
Great. Now if we
In
just...
fact, 2 ends of it.
2 ends?
Both ends. And the middle bit as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the entire rope.
One moment, please. Oliver, when you just threw the rope, did you by any chance keep hold of one end? No, and that's because... I only said throw it. Yes. My friend,
Yes, my friend.
that rope you have, I don't suppose you could throw an end back to us?
Nah, I can never throw that far.
No.
No.
If you'll excuse me for a second. When you're throwing a rope across a canyon, to use a rope to cross a canyon, maybe you should hold the rope before throwing it across a canyon!
Did you say something?
Not a word. Now we just have to think of another way to...
But the cogs in Theodore's head started to spin.
And like the blueprints of a plan, the pictures formed.
Every problem has an answer held within. Every night of never knowing has a dawn. And eventually...
I found a solution.
Well, that was fast.
Thanks, it's kind of what I do. Listen, the birds are after us and want the creepers and branches to pull us back.
How awful.
Except it's not. All we need do is convince them I'm you.
What?
You see, the birds want to get to me, and we want to get to you, and you want to get to us. Wait, why is that, by the way?
Oh, well, it's where I'm from, I suppose. I did plant the forest, I tended it, and although I once defriended it, I'm ready to go home now. A from place is a good place to have.
Huh. Well, listen, from so far away you look as small as me.
Are you small?
Tiny.
You look like a giant from here.
What? No, that's the other one. I'm the one on the left.
I don't see anybody on the left.
No, the other left.
Oh, is that a person?
It is.
It's really small.
It's because it's a child. I'm a child, which is fine, by the way. Well, you look like me, which is perfect because...
And the timing is perfect, Daz!
There he is, over that side. Think a kid keeps way, do you, boy? Fine, get going. Bark, go burring, leaves float soaring.
Come on, Oliver.
And each holds a passing by, so that they are flung horrifyingly over the air. They are flung into the vastness with the air blown scarily around their dangling toes.
Get ready, not so far away anymore, man.
Oh, I am. Still very small, even though we're quite close up now, child.
Just child is honestly fine. Enjoy your ridiculously violent ecosystem.
I will.
And the pair brushed flowers from their trousers and raked sweat out of their sweaters.
And turned their back on a forest, which had so wanted to kill them.
It ended up saving their lives, and now they stare ahead instead, towards a clearing and at its center a very nice-looking house. And surely nothing bad could happen.
Hello, old woman, sitting at an even older table.
Hello, tiny child who speaks the obvious. Do you need something?
Just to drink. Me and my friend, we've survived a catapulting and climbed a tree and defended a bird and followed some poo.
Why would you?
Don't worry about it. And foiled the forest and crossed the canyon.
Well, that sounds like a good-sized adventure.
And that's only the first half. We still have a darkness and a Gretaville, and a snow to encounter.
Well, the last one I know, we had a snow once as well.
We?
My fellow villagers and I.
Ah, yes, and are these villagers sitting with you now? Oh, hello, Mr. Village Person. The time? Well, it's a bit after 1. Okay, yep. Bye then. They're very friendly.
They're not imaginary, you nitwit. They were actual people who lived in actual houses, actually.
Oh.
And there they see it, the outlines of homes that once flattened the clearing's earth. They see holes that once held poles of washing lines that once held washing that once was worn by many men and women.
At clearing's edge, the remnants of a graveyard skates rain.
And carved on the wood of an old lady's porch, they see a lover's inscription. Simon loves GK and another, Robert, does more.
Yep. All that remains of those times. Some scribbles and some marks in the grass. The winters were cold back then, you see, which made the people argue. The 2 brothers, most of all. And it seemed the louder the shouts, the colder the cold, till a shout became a punch and a cold became a snow. Just a flake or 2 at first, but enough to make me worry. So I said to the people, let us sow food and grow food and store lots below food. But they ignored me as I was small.
I am used to smallness and ignoring also.
So maybe like me, you balance it with cleverness.
I do indeed.
So you'll understand my actions. I took a block of land and sowed seeds and grew crops and filled my cellar with food.
I understand completely.
And when we woke to saw the snow surrounding us, I knew there was no worry because my larders were full to bursting.
I've never understood a thing better.
And when the townsfolk apologized and saw my wisdom and asked if they could share with me my meals,
Yup.
I said no.
But I don't understand.
For so long, I'd grown used to eating alone. Though they now wanted to share with me my meals, I did not. My ways were set, and they were sent away. The 2 brothers, my lovers, and the others.
But didn't their bellies echo?
They echoed loudly, and I blocked my ears.
Didn't their houses freeze?
They froze fully, and I shut my door.
Didn't they die?
Well, the people didn't, but the town did. The next day we saw the snow melting. I saw my mistake. I'd hurt the ones I loved. I thought they'll leave the village then, but instead, something worse.
The village, they left you.
They tied their homes onto wagons and their cattle onto caravans and flicked their reins and left. I called after them and offered all the food I had, every crumb. But they were gone. So now, like then, I eat alone. But now, unlike then, I have no choice.
Thank you. I am Theodore, and I extend my thanks.
I am Margareta, and I accept it. And what's your name, tall one?
Oh, he's Oliver, and he doesn't speak.
Oh, that's okay. I speak silence very well.
Well, this was a scrumptious meal. You filled me full, Margareta, which isn't difficult, but you also filled Oliver, and he is a bigger vessel.
Well, I'm glad to hear. And now, if it's no trouble, down here I keep a special cake to slice 3 ways. But my knees are old.
Oh, well, mine are young, and Oliver's are middle-aged. My good man, shall we? Wait. I think I just worked out what's happening.
I'm sorry, my small and large visitors, but yours is a one-way trip.
So you mean to hurt us, madam?
Oh, no. If you look around, you'll see shelves full of every food you can imagine. Before, when I tried to feed people, they left. So now, no leaving. You can stay and eat and eat and eat, whether you wish to or not.
Thank you, but no, thank you.
Well, agree to disagree. Hope you have a very nice imprisonment.
I guess she was nice in a, won't actually let us go kind of way.
And both realized there was nothing to do but stay down there forever.
No, I'm pretty sure we're not.
The boy knew he just wasn't smart enough to solve this problem.
I am knowing nothing of the sort.
So both were never seen again. The end.
But no, it is so completely not the end. Who even is this girl?
Yeah, we're training her up. She's only narrated tragedies before.
Well, can one of you jump in?
The little one died first, quickly. But suddenly, Theodore has a plan.
That's more like it.
And the mental calculations started forming.
As the contents of the cellar, they took shape.
And the boy knew now they would be free by morning.
But then realized there wasn't any escape.
No! For at night is when the bakers start to bake.
I've got it. We do as she said. We make food. And what we make is this.
The boy cleared a big space and covered it with bags and bags of flour.
Well, Oliver did, while Theodore supervised.
Yes, then they
Oliver.
poured many buckets of water and folded it through again and again.
And at the most magic of moments he added the most magic of ingredients.
Yeast.
A great pile of it and stirred in the lot until there sat a pile of dough as huge as a hippo and ready for baking.
Then Oliver lit a large fire on the hearth so the entire cellar warmed like the inside of an oven. And the warmth heated the water in the dough.
And the water mixed with the yeast and flour, and slowly, oh so slowly, but oh so wonderfully, the dough began to rise.
It was like a normal loaf of bread, but 100 times the size, and growing with power that couldn't be stopped.
It smells good down there, boys.
Thanks, Margareta. Our first meal will be ready soon.
Lovely to hear.
Theodore and Oliver took covers at the top of the loaf, at the bottom of the floorboards, and...
Oh! Did you feel that?
No idea what you're talking about. No food-based trickery going on down here.
The nails are popping out of the floor. What are you?
If I were you, I'd run outside about now. Come on, my fellow escaper baker, climb.
The pair clambered up the side of the organic mixed grain spelt loaf, bigger than any in the world, and emerged triumphant.
What have you done to my cellar?
Well, it's in bad shape, true, but there is a lovely meal waiting.
You are going, I presume?
We are, but thank you for the dinner. And not thank you for almost imprisoning us. We head now into the darkness.
So you see it too.
Yes. Wait. What?
It wasn't always there, you see. When the village rode off, I watched as the last horse turned to a smudge, then a speck, then nothing. Each day I stared that way, but each day the image grew fainter in my memory. And after a few years, that faintness was a fog. And after a few more, that fog grew thick. And finally, the thickness was a darkness. The same way a photo fades, but opposite.
Wait, so not the same.
Well, no.
The complete reverse, in fact.
You're a little precocious, child.
And you, madam, lock people in cellars. Well, we're off. And if we find anyone in the darkness, we'll send them your way.
Okay, but remember, my small and large visitors, the darkness may let you in, but it might not return you.
She could just say 2 visitors. 2 visitors, and that would be... Well, this is it, Oliver. The thing that stands between us and home. We've foiled the forest and crossed the canyon and baked our way out of a basement. So how bad can a pure existential wall of nothingness really be? Yeah, I'm scared too. But I think we should be fine as long as we stick together. That's a funny joke, Oliver. Just tell me that you're somewhere in here. Whoa. Oliver? Oliver? Are you there? I'm stretching out my hand to where I think you are, and oh, I swear my arm just shot a mile in front of me. How funny is that? For my arm to do the exact thing I just said. Hey, Oliver? Or narrators, do you want to say something? Which I guess is a bit doomy, but is still saying something? I don't know what to do, Oliver. The darkness, it goes in every direction. It's almost like... I get it now, Oliver. The darkness is sadness. It's the sadness that sits between an old woman and her young memory. Sits between the loneliest person and the community she loves. It sits between 2 brothers fighting over a girl, say, or 2 neighboring villages fighting over nothing really. It's a physical feeling of emptiness. And so to be nothing, it's got to throw away a whole lot of something. And when that something is thrown, it lands, yes, as the opposite of darkness and the opposite of sadness. It lands as something light that floats down to the ground. Wait a second. It lands as snow. The snow that surrounded our town and Gretaville too. Puh. But what's good figuring it out if I can't get out? So now I guess I'll just do what the work experience narrator said and lie down here till I die. Ow! Whoa, that hurt. Way too much to be nothing. It hurt as much as attack. Oh, perfect. Oliver, my friend, I don't know if you can hear me, but try to step on thumbtacks. There's a trail ow, perfect. I dropped while we were flying overhead, and they should lead, excellent. They should lead to the other side. Nearly there, ow. They should lead to the other side. Oliver? My friend? I'm sorry to have gotten you into this. And not gotten you out. I'm sorry.
Our hero, grown used to companionship, finds himself without companion. He turns his back on the darkness, but still feels it. A cloud of sadness hanging over his head as he walks. He trudges through the thickening snow, leaving only one lonely set of footprints as he goes.
Hey, I'm sad enough already. Could you try to lighten things up a bit?
He has no friends.
This girl!
Hey, where do you... Stop! No, I don't want to go.
Person sneaking into Grenville!
I'm not
Be still! Be still now, I said!
I'm being still.
Oh, you think you're clever, do ya?
No, well, I mean, yes, I do, but I don't mean to cause a fuss.
Who's this guy causing the fuss?
He said he doesn't mean to.
Oh yeah? Why's his hair moving then?
That's what I said. Wind, he said.
Ha! Typical Kishka thing to say. I'd bet you anything he's from Kishka.
I am.
You can act all innocent, kid, but sooner or later we'll make you admit.
I am from Kishka. You guys are right.
Oh, so you're just gonna admit it just like that?
Yes.
Usually a spy deny it, so they aren't from here.
Well, I'm not a spy.
Exactly what a spy'd say. Gwendolyn, we need to not believe whatever this person says.
Yeah.
So, they say they're not a spy.
That means they are a spy.
Good thinking. They say they are from Kishka.
That means they're not from Kishka. They're a spy who is not from Kishka, as in there are spy. Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't be. I'm really from Kishka.
Wow, you're really good at it. I actually believe that.
Do believe that. I'm not lying to you guys.
Oh, he is good. Did you see the way his hair moved when he said it?
And he's still doing the Kishka accent.
Listen, please. I am from Kishka. I am not a spy. I have just come out of the darkness,
Hold
and
on.
my friend is...
I really think this person's from Kishka.
Yes!
In fact, I don't think it's an adult in a kid suit at all.
What?
I really think it's a kid.
Whoa.
What? I am a kid.
So you are trying to infiltrate Grenville then, you sneaky person who may or may not be in a kid suit?
I don't even know what that is.
Any claims to come out of the darkness?
I have, and now I'm heading back to my village, which is Kishka, having just worked out what caused the snow around Kishka.
Which is what?
The darkness. It's made out of emptiness, see? But to be empty, every so often it has to pour out its fullness in the form of snow.
Yeah, that does make sense.
That makes sense.
I don't see how.
Yep.
The exchanging of matter into antimatter is conceptually fair enough, but me saying I live in the village next door takes half an hour to explain? Really?
He's a bit shouty.
It's a Kishka. It's a Kishka thing.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh yeah? Well, having used a clever process of interrogation.
What?
We worked out that year from Kishka. And all Kishka people are tied to the pole in town square.
What?
With itchy rope.
Unfair.
And pelted with vegetables.
Although,
You wouldn't.
that said, because of the snow, we did run out of vegetables.
Oh yeah, and we burnt the pole a few days ago for warmth.
Yeah. We still have the itchy rope, yes?
Heaps of that.
Great!
Please. No, I'm just a kid.
Oh yeah? Then what kind of undo the zipper on your kid suit?
Ow. That's my nose.
He is right, Nigel.
Oh. Well, same rules apply for all Kishka people.
Yep, to the town square with you, there's nothing no one can say to.
Let him go.
Oh, joy.
You good?
Yeah, a little bit at the end. Always get stuck.
Yeah, I get that too.
I said, let him go.
Oliver,
Hi, Theodore.
you've forgotten you don't speak.
Hold on a second. It's Oliver.
Oh yeah, hey Oliver.
You win.
Good to see you again. And sorry for trying to stab you.
Have a good day.
You all right?
How did you get and your voice?
I got out by finding the tax you dropped. And my voice is this one. Although it does feel funny talking after so long not.
You were lying?
I was hiding. My accent would have given me away as a Gretavillian. And I know your lot does not like my lot. And the whole point of leaving was to get away from any not liking. So I kept quiet. And I've had a pretty peaceful 20 years as a result. But it's good to see you again.
You too, Oliver. You too.
The pair clambered up together they climbed high as bird.
The pair trudged through the thickening snow. The ground crunched beneath them and rose ever higher until there they stood on top of a mound which covered the crops.
In the space between two villages.
Being shouted up by 200 citizens of Kishka.
Where have you been? And 200 citizens of Gretaville.
Where have you been? You've been missing for 20 years.
What are you talking about? He's been gone 3 days.
No, not the little one, the big one, our one. Oliver's our great warrior.
Excuse me, Oliver's our poor dwindling bag carrier.
He was meant to destroy you. What? Why?
Well, I don't know. Our great story says that one great strong child will be born who fights the dark forces. The dark forces being you.
Right.
Yeah, it's our thing since the days of our first villager, Mama Greta.
Huh? She doesn't sound half as good as our first villager, Mama Kishka.
Well, our very fun matriarch will be your very fun matriarch any day.
No, Mama Kishka would kill Mama Greta. Like that.
Oh, no, she wouldn't, because ours is already dead from real illness.
Ha, ours too, even longer ago.
This is all getting very morbid.
Right, kid.
We're having a hypothetical argument.
Warring villagers, I hate to break it to you, but she's not dead.
Hear that? Your one's still alive.
He's talking to you.
He's talking to both of you. Mama Greta and Mama Kishka are Greta Kishka.
No way. Look at them. Their accents.
No, he can't even talk. Oliver's mute.
I can hear him.
I'm actually not.
Yeah, you are. He does sound sort of talky.
Oliver's completely silent.
Right. Go on.
Greta is short for Margareta, and Greta's surname is Kishka. So Margareta Kishka is the one person that 2 villages are named after. There were 2 brothers, see, called Robert and Simon.
Oh, of course, Simon is the Great Bear.
Yes, and Robert the Fat.
He was a fat guy.
And they both loved her, but one long winter, she wouldn't share food, so everyone left.
To here, I think when they arrived, the brothers argued, and both started their own town.
And both named it after the woman they loved.
The same woman they loved, which means that, once upon a time,
You all came from one village.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. No way.
Why are you taking their side, Oliver? You are meant to destroy them.
I don't think so. The story always said I'd fight the dark forces, which I think is an actual dark force. Literally.
Yeah, meaning literally destroy Kishka.
that's not what literally means. Literally means a literal thing. Like the thing said is the thing meant.
Yeah, I know.
The dark force is an emptiness to the west of us. It was made out of sadness, but to fit that sadness, it had to expel other stuff. That other stuff landed on our villages. It landed as...
Oh, I see.
Exactly.
As rope.
What?
But that big pile of itchy rope in the village square
Is just rope. We're talking about the snow. It landed as snow.
Oh, right. That makes a lot more sense.
I thought rope too.
Our village fighting feeds the dark,
Which needs to grow.
which breeds the snow,
Which destroys our crops.
which makes us fight, which feeds the dark, and on it goes.
And right now, the snow is so big, 200 people can't dig their way out.
Exactly, so what?
But 400 people can.
I know I still don't get it.
Neither do I.
This is okay, because one friendly giant and one tiny child did.
Hey,
Look, you literally are very small. Which is okay, I guess.
I guess.
From up on high, there's 200 Kishkas and 200 Gretavillians to both dig at the snow pile which stood between them.
And after many hours, 3 broken shovels and a long tea break,
A very long tea break.
we gotta finish.
They met in the middle.
Well, hello.
Hey,
And from here, 400 people could dig their way out easily.
which is great.
Still leaves us with no food.
Seeing we ate it all.
But this is okay, because on the other side of the darkness, Margareta Kishka has enough to feed us all. Only problem is, now that you've collected the tax, we have to find another way through. And this is weird for me. I haven't found a solution.
well, that's okay, Theodore, because I have.
And so it was that the two towns found themselves at the edge of a large and imposing wall of darkness.
Hey, couldn't we maybe build a catapult to launch it?
No catapult!
Why?
Just no catapult.
Why?
Okay.
So, is there like a door we open or something?
Yes.
No. This is nothing. Nothing doesn't have a door.
Oh, so shall we call out so someone inside can let us in?
No, this is nothing. Someone is a thing, and this is nothing. There are no contents. There is nothing in it.
Nothing. Gotcha. Yep.
Maybe we could lift it up and crawl in there.
That's a good
No,
idea.
it's not. You cannot lift up nothing. Because it's nothing. It is physically impossible to grasp the absence of
Everyone, I need us all to sing these words together.
Sing. What? I can't even sing.
Is this?
I'm saying right now.
Why does it sound like that?
Huh. It sounds kind of weird.
Only with your accent.
Oh, yeah? Say that to my face.
I just did. I literally just said that to your face.
That's not what it literally means.
Yes, it is.
I know.
And a 1, and a 2, and a...
But it was hopeless because the darkness
No,
was
it wasn't. It wasn't at all. Look, the person who created the darkness in the fading memory of absent friends, stares into and sees them, or a version of them, generations on. So she does the one thing that can ever make a darkness go. Does what eventually have to do with the great regret? She steps up to it and makes her peace with it until it's gone.
Are you crying?
No. Just got something in my eye.
Like human tears?
What?
Nothing.
Am I seeing things?
You are, but those things are real. It's me, Theodore.
And me, Oliver.
It's all one's talking now? And who are they?
Descendants of the ones who left you. The brother called Simon built a village in your honor called Kishka.
No.
And his brother Robert built a village called Gretaville.
But they forgot me.
The opposite. They left with you in their minds, and because of it, survived many winters and had many children. Who had children, who had children, who had children. Me and Oliver are two of those. These are the rest.
But the darkness.
Was like the snow. It's thickest when people are cold to each other. So we did what one does with a cold thing.
We melted it with the warmth of a community reunited.
Well, and with shovels, of course.
Yes, shovels too.
3 of which broke, and 2 were mine. I'm just saying.
Well, we are here together, and this is a solution in itself. Hello, Margareta.
Our stories say she was the tallest, but she looks kind of short.
Maybe that's because you made her tall with your stories. Talk about someone long enough, and they can grow in your minds.
Is that what happened to you?
What? No, I really am a giant.
Oh, right. Just checking.
And our stories say she was the bravest, but she's kind of normal looking.
Maybe that's because the two can go together. Often, it's the most ordinary of people who manage the most extraordinary of things.
And all considered this.
And all found they agreed.
Yeah.
She does look very old.
Just the perfect amount of old, I'd say.
I agree. Mama Greta, last winter has been hard on us and has emptied our plates of food.
So if it's no trouble, Mama Kishka, could we share a meal with you?
And the residents of two villages, which is really only one village separated by a grudge and time passing, they smile and enter.
Each man who passes Margareta tips his cap.
And each lady curtsies, and sitting on their porch that night with their legs swinging over the side, the people eat. Greta watches her stalks disappear into their bellies, and she finds it makes her happier than anything.
And the next day, the people build. They erect great barns that hold animals and simple houses that hold families. Beyond the houses, they sow seeds and plant crops. And in the autumn, they harvest them.
The people build a school to celebrate the future ones.
And mow the cemetery to honor the past ones.
Including 6 proud men and women who were brave enough to fly with me once and will never, ever be forgotten.
And in no time at all, the village of Kishkaville was a hard-to-remember time things are any different.
One year, they drop long ropes with big hooks and pull up a bridge that crosses a canyon that leads to a forest that was once planted by...
Hello again, tiny young man.
And each day of summer, a young boy named Theodore, who was once tiny and nervous, but is now tiny and brave, he leads tours of the forest and shows the best trees to climb, the best figs to eat, and the worst birds to avoid.
And when I walk, my great friend walks beside me.
And when people need their bags carried, they do so themselves.